Welcome to our lesson on science process skills. Science process skills are special abilities that scientists use to study and investigate the world around them. These skills help us gather information, conduct experiments, and draw conclusions about what we observe. Today, we'll explore 5 key science process skills that are essential for effective investigation. Let's look at the basic science process skills we'll be focusing on today: observing, measuring, classifying, inferring, and predicting. Each of these skills is important for conducting scientific investigations and helps us understand how things work in our world. Observing is the skill of using our senses, our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin to gather information. For example, you can observe the color and shape of an object, listen to the sound of a bird, or smell the fragrance of a flower. Observing helps us collect data that we can use for further investigation. Measuring is about finding out the properties of materials using units and tools. For example, you can use a ruler to measure the length of a pencil, a scale to weigh a fruit, or a thermometer to check the temperature of water. Measuring gives us precise information about the objects we study. Classifying means grouping objects or information based on similar characteristics. For instance, you might sort leaves by their shape, group animals by where they live, or organize books by their genre. Classifying helps us organize information and see patterns. Inferring is about explaining or making sense of what we observe based on evidence. For example, if you see the ground is wet, you might infer that it has rained. If a plant's leaves are drooping, you might infer that it needs water. Inferring helps us understand and explain our observations. Predicting involves anticipating what will happen next based on current evidence or patterns. For example, if you leave ice in the sun, you might predict that it will melt. If a plant gets enough sunlight, you might predict that it will grow taller. Predicting helps us test our ideas and what? Hypothesis. Why observing is important? Observing is crucial because it helps us gather accurate data about the world. It's the first step in any scientific investigation and leads to new questions and hypotheses. Without good observations, we wouldn't be able to start our investigations. So measuring is important because it provides precise data about the properties of objects. Accurate measurements are essential for comparing results and analyzing experiments. Without proper measuring, our scientific findings might not be reliable. Let's have this one. Next is why classifying, inferring, and predicting are important. Classifying helps us organize information and identify patterns. Inferring allows us to explain our observations and make sense of the data. Predicting helps us anticipate future events and test our ideas. Together, these skills enhance our understanding and help us conduct thorough investigations.